Yo, what's happening, fam? What's happening? What's happening? Bitcoin is only safe above a certain level. No matter who says what and why and where, and I don't really mind. I can tell you one thing. I'm looking at the chart, been here before, seen this before. We're not out of the woods yet. Okay, so it's very important to take it seriously. This is the time to pay attention. I do think that for your spot bags, it's good if you hold them for a longer time and you layer into your spot bags. But it's definitely not the time when you have to take on massive leverage, massive positions, and just hope for the best, because you do have responsibility on how do you buy and when do you buy and how do you layer into stuff. So this is what I'm going to talk about today. If that sounds good, please make sure to smash and obliterate the like button. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff to cover. And I'm also going to give you my entries on different charts. We're going to look at all the different tokens. We're going to look at different AI agents. We're going to look at Sol. We're going to look at 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗪. We're going to look at all the other stuff. So let's jump into it. And if you're here, just smash the like button. Just smash the like button. Let me know. Fefe the king. I'm no king, but I'm happy to be here. Present as always. Smash, bro. I'm happy. 30x short on Sol. That's heavy. I mean, if it's true, it's a problem. Fefe Legend, like your hoodie. Ah, yeah. So the hoodie, shout out to Blowfin. I literally just unpacked it. This actually looks, it's very difficult to get a decent quality merch. I love this hoodie. This is one of the best quality hoodies I've ever seen. Honestly, it's really good. Blowfin just sent it to me and I tried it on. So for some reason, let me know. Sir. Tired of adding margin. I understand, and I see how this is a problem for a lot, and we're gonna fix it. Okay, let's go in. I can't fix this for some reason. Somewhere it plays again. The show is playing in the background for some reason. I don't know from where. So what we're gonna do is that we're just gonna get the show going. So let's jump in here. Number one, on the day we look fantastic. Everything looks decent, everything looks bullish, and I see people completely forgot this whole dip that we had. They completely forgot that there was added liquidity. They completely forgot everything. Everybody's long again. Everybody's calling for higher and higher and higher, and we're happy about a 4% pump when tokens fell 20%, which is great. It's fine. I mean, if this is what you want to do. But I've got one problem, and that is
strategy. Okay,
that
look,
is this.
I say if you want to own Bitcoin, own Bitcoin. I own Bitcoin. You should own Bitcoin. Bitcoin's a great thing to add. To have in your portfolio.
Now, for those of you who are new and you don't know what this is Jim Cramer, and he's literally always a counter indicator for what you should do. Always. So the fact that this guy is saying you should buy Bitcoin is actually quite concerning. I mean, I'm half joking, obviously, but the fact that he is openly saying buy Bitcoin when it always, every single time when he was bearish, Bitcoin moon, but he was bullish, Bitcoin dumb, like literally every single time. So let's uncover this stuff because I think there's a lot to talk about. Number one is that the ETF outflows were 457 million. So you remember I told you yesterday and the day before yesterday that every time we've seen peak 1 bill, whatever, 500, 600, 700 mil inflows into the ETFs, Bitcoin ETFs, that was the local top most of the time. And seems like it's a very similar situation where we see a billion inflow last week and suddenly we see 457 million outflow in a day. And I do think this is just the beginning on this. Obviously, this is a panic, but the panic was caused because of this DeepSeek drama that we talked about yesterday. Now, intraday, we didn't talk about it because we didn't talk about the intraday movement on the charts because it was off to my show. But by the way, guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Fefe and I bring you the best alpha from the past 24 hours for the next 24 hours, give you trade and boil crypto down for you so you understand how to navigate the market and what to look for. I do have an X profile. You can find it in the link in the description, and I'm live every single day here. But if you go into my X profile, you'll be able to see my link tree as well, and you see all the other stuff that I'm doing. So NVIDIA here, 17.5%. That's crazy. That's like $500 million. Whoop, whoop. No, $500 billion. Sorry, $500 billion. Whoop, whoop. Like this. That's kind of a rough one. Broadcom, 16, so all these companies down 10, 15, 20%. It's kind of rough. It's kind of rough out there. There was $1 trillion wiped out of the US stock market, which is not intraday. This is like wiped. It's gone. With all the FUD that's been going on. And the FUD initiated from DeepSeek. So if you live under a rock, DeepSeek yesterday announced this is a Chinese AI model, and they announced the new model that is basically a fraction of the cost what ChatGPT is, and it's a superior tech. And then obviously there was a question whether the whole US tech era is in a bubble. And so it got to a point where people were even saying that there has to be, that this is like a threat to the US. So the fact that they are launching a superior model is a threat to the US equity markets, potentially prompting drastic measures from Trump to protect the economy. Drastic measures means, for example, tariffs. For example, hey, you will not be able to access this technology from the United States. And there's been a lot of discussions. One is what was very crazy, and I'm going to get into the charts, but I think it's very important to understand what is really happening. But is that there was large-scale malicious attacks happening to DeepSeek. Now, why? Like, that's kind of weird. But anyway, that happened. They shut down. It wasn't available for quite some time. So it was quite crazy. And then at some point, things started to ease. And Sam, for example, founder of OpenAI, came out and said that DeepSeek's R1 is an impressive model, particularly around what they're able to deliver for the price. We'll obviously deliver much higher, better, blah, blah, blah. And then there was, meanwhile, interesting, this is just a sidetrack, that safety research, another safety researcher, 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗪, saying is actually terrified from OpenAI, which is kind of scary. Just a side note, I'm not going to talk about more. And then NVIDIA comes out, and NVIDIA says that DeepSeek has excellent tech. Now, again, keep in mind, NVIDIA lost $500 billion in like a second, in like half a day, all due to DeepSeek. But they understand the larger picture. The reason why NVIDIA lost so much is because if they can train these AIs using less superior graphic cards, that means NVIDIA doesn't have to be as high, doesn't have to have the high valuation it has, and therefore it was obviously negative. It got to a point where even Trump made a statement. I want you to listen to this.
The release of DeepSeek AI from a Chinese company should be a wake-up call for our industries that we need to be laser focused on competing to win, because we have the greatest scientists in the world, even Chinese leaders.
So then he goes, and the Chinese leaders said that they have the greatest people. But what's important here is that he comes out and he says that this should be a wake-up call for America. He doesn't say it's shit. He doesn't say we'll shut it down. He doesn't say we'll impose tariffs. He just says, hey guys, this should be a wake-up call for everybody. And I actually think this is great. This is great that he says. Now, there are two main ways the market is thinking now. And I'm going to tell you all, if you smash the like button, because can you test if it works? I see we have 700 people, 172 likes. I need to drink some water. Until then, we're just going to look at the chat. We need to get like 250 likes for us to continue. Nice hoodie. I was telling you, Blowfin, send us a shout out to Ben and Blowfin. Thanks, Jim. Now I have to sell my Bitcoin. Yeah, exactly. Find this guy similar to Kyle from Banter, who is also good. I mean, I love Kyle. I'm just a little bit more handsome. I'm a little bit more smart, and I'm a little bit more a better trader. So I love Kyle though. I love Kyle though. It's good. Great TA from this man. Thanks. Silk Road to Coinbase move expected today. Probably. Maybe probably. Hence Fefe deep money. We won't smash it. Good. Oh, we are up 250 likes. Let's go. I'm not even waiting. Hoodie looks. You know what, guys? I'm telling you, this is like, I'm going over and beyond this hoodie. This is so warm. And they have this little thing here. So it's like, it says Blowfin on the top here, and it's like it holds the hoodie. It's actually quite cool. Okay, so let's jump in here. Like, guys, you did your part. Now it's my turn to give you the offer you came for. So a more detailed look at the Bitcoin versus NVIDIA chart. Okay, so there is this port. There are two main ways the market is thinking. One, they are thinking obviously everything is extremely bullish and we want some highs, and all these idiots who are calling for altcoin rally every single day. That's the same thing here. Okay, so there is a great comparison here on the chart that says every time where there was a top on NVIDIA, there was a top on Bitcoin as well. So now NVIDIA Bitcoin is on the bottom, and assumption is that Bitcoin that basically Bitcoin will rally with NVIDIA. Now this is one that we're gonna rally. The second scenario is number one here, which is more like what I resonate towards, and I know I'm almost alone, but it's good to see that someone else does this as well. That trade down to range lows and obliterate plebs once more. This basically means that we take the range low, which I'm gonna explain in a second why it makes a lot of sense to actually do that. And sadly, most likely, this is the most likely scenario, unless we get a momentum shift here soon. Generational long setup would be it down there. I'm going to explain this setup to you because this is what I'm thinking. One thing is certain before I even deep dive into the analysis, that you have to know that February has been historically one of the best months. So October has been the best month in history, both on number of green Octobers in the past 10 years, 11 years, and also in number of gains in 1 month. But February, as you look here, is the second best. And therefore, I would expect history to not necessarily repeat itself, but rhyme. And that means that February should be extremely good. Now, my stand did not change. This is what I said yesterday on the show. I want you to listen to this. Summarizing everything, we have broken below an internal 4-hour structure on the total market cap, which I was saying we are going to do. And the fact that we did, we can clearly see that this is simply a retrace. The area that I'm looking for a retrace is anywhere here above the 50%. So between the 3.44 to the 3.56 trillion, 3.55 trillion. If we get a break and a close above on the 4-hour or the 3.55, I'm going to turn back bullish. Until then, everything is bearish and you should only buy if you can afford a 20, 30, 40% drop in your tokens. Exactly. So what I said is exactly what basically happened. I drafted this down here and I said that we're going to have a little bit of pullback, a little bit of consolidation, and then we're going to see a push all the way to above the 50%. That is exactly what's happening. Why? Because this is a retrace. And I want to tell you, this is the name of this is the title of the show as well, is that there is one level where it's safe to actually long Bitcoin. Now let me go into the Bitcoin chart. Usually I analyze the total market cap because it gives us a much better understanding of what is happening. But for today, I'm gonna look at the Bitcoin chart, so it's better for you. Here's what I'm looking at. So number one, super important, is that we did have a high here created, right here. And that high was created by this low down here. If you go into the 1-hour chart, you see it clearly. So that high is still a wick, but it's still substantial push through. This level was created by this low here, okay? Because this level was responsible for pushing all the way higher, creating a V-shaped recovery and pushing higher. Now, what happened to this level is very, very simple. It simply got melted through. And before you start saying that, oh yeah, but it melted through because of the NVIDIA FUD, and I don't care. I don't. I look at the chart and I'm telling you that this demand that was down here has been eaten alive. And then what you see here, there's a new low that is formed. Now, the question really is, how deep can this go? And I was calling for this on the total market. I'm going to show you in a second. But we went literally, I'm actually going to show it to you now. We went literally into that PY that I've been drafting up. So I've drafted this on the show 3 days ago, 4 days ago. I drafted this and I said, this is exactly the level that we're going to go into. And then we came into this level and we bounced about 5% from there. And I'm saying now the similar thing. And I say that we are not out of the woods yet. Couple of reasons. One is, because we took this liquidity, I can say this is liquidity taken. What I can say is that there is one very particular level that caused this down. This is what we usually call an order block, a block of orders. You can extend it like this because of the internal liquidity, but in general, this here represents, this gray box represents the area where a lot of people were interested in selling. Whether that's because of news, whether that's because of market price action, whether that's because of whatever on earth, I look at the chart and I say that this here was a massive, massive, massive selling point. Now, if you understand that, you understand that this level was able to take over the demand down here, the people who wanted to buy, outnumber them and close below that level. Not only go below, but actually close below. Close below even on the 4-hour, which is a very, very strong indication that there is massive, massive selling pressure here. Now, here is what I got into a couple of times previously, is that I try to tell myself that is because of this and that is because of that, and it doesn't even matter. The reversal is coming. If you want to do that, be my guest. But if you want to take a more logical approach, if you want to make a more professional approach, here is what you look at. You look at the chart, you go onto the daily, and you say, do we need to retrace from here? The answer is yes. Why? Because the market didn't retrace 50%, and it always does. It always does. Currently, a 50% retrace would be down here at $89,000 or down here at $80,000. This would not be unheard of. If you're a first timer here and you don't follow me on X, you should, but I always tell you, and I show you the example of previous bull markets, that the markets always retrace 50%. Always. It always happens, okay? So the question really is, what would we need to see to confirm the beginning of the retrace down here to the 50% region, the 88,000 region? There is quite simple. You have to go down onto the hourly chart and you have to see a break of the trend. And you see that here. As I said, you have a close below. So what are you really looking for? Well, I'm looking for a retest, and this is what I explained yesterday. I've been looking for a retest. Now, retest can come all the way here, or it can come all the way here. Either, obviously, it has to come back to the 50%, and both 50%, if I pull it from the very top of the range, or I pull it from this local high, is below this level. That means, what am I saying? Is that this level that caused the massive dump, which is what we call a bearish order block, a block of orders of people who wanted to sell, this is a very, very strong rejection zone. Very strong. So that means that even if we're not going to go down to the 88,000 region, I see almost zero probability of this not rejecting here. Like almost none. Whether that rejection just comes back 50, whatever that is, there's almost no possibility for this to not reject from this 105 and 104, 105-ish thousand region. Almost zero, okay? So what I'm saying is the following. I do believe that we are going to see a massive wipeout. It is most likely, based on what I understand now, we'll go down to the sub 90,000 region. We're definitely working this out, 89,000. So I do believe that this is something that is going to happen, something like this. Maybe even consolidation for a couple of weeks, 1 or 2 weeks, or whatever that is. And then a massive, massive reversal. Now, there are certain levels that I'm looking at that could change my mind. And one level is an obvious close above, a very strong close above. A very strong close above the 107,000. That means a push and a close above here. That would be like a very strong confirmation for me that we're going higher, and then we possibly can go to 105, 110, 115, 120,000. We're going to take it level by level then. But in general, that would be a very strong confirmation. If we have a close above, and this is my first level that I'm looking at. If we get a close above, this is what I call DP, but this is on point. If you go above 105, if you close above on the 4 hour, I'm probably going to start closing my short positions. You should never ever short in a bull market, but I promise you transparency, and that is what I'm giving you. I have layered into some long positions on the way down. I'm still about 60% out of the market, 60 to 70% out of the market. I tweeted about it that I closed 80% of my positions literally before the dump. So I'm about 60, 70% still out of the market. I'm waiting for the dip to happen. I have not sold my spot positions, but until we are able to go and close above $105,000 on Bitcoin, I do not think we are seeing a reversal. And I do think, looking at the session liquidity, you go down here, you look at the session liquidity, this is still New York. I do think that we have a possibility of coming all the way up to the 104, maybe even wick through a little bit, and then continue the descent lower. We'll see how it goes, but already that it's accumulating here does not show a massive, massive strength. So I do believe that we are going to go lower. Let me look at the total market cap, because that is what I analyze all the time. If you are returning, you know that, because there is a reason that we do that. And this is because that represents the market as a whole, and that gives us a very great idea on where the market is headed. So what I do believe is going to happen is that we are going to see a retrace all the way back here between the 3.5 trillion to the 3.55 trillion. This is what I explained yesterday as well. Now, that retrace will not be long-lived. It is building up. Again, I always told you, elevator down, stairs up. You always want to be with the elevator. If the elevator is down, you want to be on the elevator. So the next leg is most likely going to take us sub 3.25 trillion. And then we possibly go down all the way to the 305 or the 295 trillion mark. This is what I'm looking at. The only way that I would change my mind is if we would see a close above 355 on the 4 hour. That would be my first confirmation. And if we see a close above the 3.60 mark on the 4 hour, that will confirm that the reversal completely happened and that we are most likely going higher. This is my thoughts on the market. I've obviously have a bunch of news for you, and we have to look at a bunch of other tokens. So let me know if this makes any sense. I would like you, we have about 1,000 people watching and about 360 likes. So I'd like you guys to like the show. We need to get at least 500 likes to continue. I'm not even kidding. I gave you the most important lava. The rest is just about how to make more money. So like, if you want that, obviously like the show. If you don't, that's absolutely fine as well. Near TA, I can do that. Won't get below. Oh, sure. Right. No worries. Just buy more. Good. Okay. I'm crying inside. Don't. I'm happy that I agree. Good. Dumb then. Yes. No. Yes. Strap on. We're going down. Yes. Like smashed. Good. On the 4 hour or daily? 4 hour, 4 hour, 4 hour. I'm studying hard, but have no money anymore. With this market going crazy, guess I'll wait. Waited out is also a good opportunity. Good thing to do. Mick says, bro, I've always missed your calls. I here to learn more, bro. I'm happy. I also wanted to tell you about Blowfin because now I have the hoodie. They literally just sent it to me. I trade on Blowfin every single time. I do trade on Blowfin every single day, sorry. And they just sent me this hoodie, which is quite cool. So if you want a great exchange, go and check them out. There's a link in the description. I'll show you where. You can just go lower here and you can find them. You scroll lower here and it says Blowfin. You can get 50% cashback on your trades. It's a very, very good platform. Non-KYC available worldwide. I know the guys there and girls. So go and check them out. It's a pretty cool platform with great bonuses as well. That said, let's jump on because did we have the like? Do we have the likes? Oh no, we don't. Okay, that's fine. Fudge, I have so many good trades, bro. So many good trades. Now I'm forced to drink water. I'm gonna take a pee now here. Converting rune to render. If you want to. I think selling rune here is a mistake. I'm out. There is no alt season. Forget it. I agree. There is no alt season as we understand it. I agree. How I get the hoodie? I'm gonna ping Ben for you guys. Well, I'm gonna ask him if we can get. I'm gonna go. Hey Ben. Should I ask him now? Should we call him? I'm gonna call him. Hold on a second. You guys want a hoodie? Yo, bro, I'm live on the show, so you're live as well. These guys say that the hoodie is incredible. Can we give away a hoodie?
Of course we can. Absolutely.
Are you sure? Can I give away a hoodie now live?
Give it away.
All right, cool.
You just need to get me the address of the winner, their name, their number, all those good things, and we'll send it to them.
Cool, bro. We're gonna do it now. We're gonna do it. All right, cool. All right, much love. Much love. Talk to you. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. Here's what we're gonna do. I will tell you what we're gonna do. You will need to, and I literally just figured this out now, but here's what we're gonna do. There's a link in the description to Blowfin, okay? You're gonna go down to the description on the Blowfin. You're gonna sign up using this link, okay? You're gonna sign up using this. I literally just figured, I don't know if it's technically, I hope it's technically possible. I will get the UIDs. You will have to sign up using this link in the description. I will get your UIDs this week, and I will, Friday or Monday, I don't know if I'm doing a show on Friday, maybe it's a pre-record, but Friday or Monday, if you sign up between these periods, or if you ever signed up using my my link, you are going to be qualified for this hoodie. We're gonna do this. So again, very simple. Go down to the description, click on Blowfin, sign up using my link, and I will just select someone from the... We will actually raffle it live on the show. We'll raffle it. I signed up to Blowfin with Banter. You have to use my link, brother. You have to use my link. It works in the USA, yes. I just figured... I genuinely... Did I just figure this out? Yes. We haven't... I honestly haven't even... Because it's such a limited... I actually thought Ben is going to say no. Because it's like nobody has this hoodie. Bro, it's like... Have you ever seen this hoodie on anyone? No, like no one has this hoodie. I thought he was gonna say no, so I was thinking I'm gonna give mine away, but I didn't want to. So, how the session work? We can look at it. Okay, hoodie fire, good. So that's that. Do that. Okay, let's go. Because got a bunch of alpha. This is actually quite cool. We should do more of these with partners. I think we should do more of these. Can you note this down? I'm gonna talk to David. We should get like why don't we get a branded ledger and why don't we get a cap? Should I give away VX stuff as well? We're gonna give it away to. I've got a bunch of stuff here. We could do that as well. Okay. Would you guys want merch? Like, is this something you guys would want? Like, I'm genuinely asking. If I didn't even think of the fact that it would be so cool to do. Like, we could do Banter merch as well, and just give away Banter merch on the shows. That would be dope as well. Every USD VPNs work, but when I need to send ID, I'm screwed. Yes, hell yeah. Free, why not? Yo, Fefe, the man is live. Yes, please do Beam. Yes. Or else suggest hoodie merch. Yes. Bloody oath, mate. Bloody oath, mate. I like the, yes, love. Okay, cool. That's settled. We do it. Sign up using Blowfin. We're going to check this out. If it works, we make it a regular. All right, guys, let's jump into this. So DeepSeek really started the AI mindshare bull run, and we knew that AI is going to be big. DeepSeek is not threatening, any of the stuff. So I do think AI agents are going to be big, and we have to look at some. Now, there are some that I do think is worth longing. One is AIXBT. I told you that I'm long AIXBT. Oh, look at this. So yeah, so exactly. So I'm waiting for this one final shakeout. If you're not layering into AIXBT here, I don't know what to tell you. On the 4-hour, it looks incredible. Of course, I would recommend you follow my X account, because I will tweet about the fact if this gets taken and I see a market structure shift here. But I do think this is something that's going to play out something like this. We see a market structure shift and we go higher on AIXBT. Now AI16Z, I'm not that big of a, it's a very bad looking chart. I don't think that this is a great trade, but if you want to, still wait for a little bit lower. Virtuals, I do think virtuals could be interesting. Could be interesting, but not now. I would wait a little bit lower on this as well. $1.8 or even down 1.7. You can look at some major tokens like 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗙. Let me look at this. Yeah, I think this is incredible. Again, like if you look at the 4-hour chart, I do think that we are going down to the next level. That's good. Yeah, so I do think this is incredible buying opportunity here. I think layering in here. On 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗙, yeah, I can drop down to the 20-cent region, so another 20% is possible between here. I will start layering in. Grass we talked about. Let me look at it. Grass, I need a bounce. If we close above this level, 2.11 would be good. If we don't, we see another flush down here, 1.57. If not, down here, 1.17. So I'm still waiting on grass to see how that goes. Another news, which is kind of bullish, that we have Senator Loomis. Obviously, she put forward the Bitcoin Reserve Bill, and now she is the chair of the Senate Banking Subcommittee on Digital Assets with a team. So it's extreme. We do see adoption happening very soon on the government and on the institutional level. We do see 𝗠𝗠. 𝗠𝗠 will enable transactions through text messages, bringing payments, DeFi rewards, and more to everyone. This is an insane news, and I still can't justify myself buying 𝗠𝗠. But I really want a proper dip on 𝗠𝗠. This is nothing. So like this, 30% is not that bad. Okay, I didn't know it dipped that much. I didn't know the dip. I mean, if we would get 𝗠𝗠 down here at 2.8, damn, son, I would throw the house at it. I think, I mean, if we pull it from, it's still an inducement. I don't like it. Like, that's not, I mean, it could be. If I see a higher high here, I would play 𝗠𝗠. I would, but it's like all the way up here now. So like I need to see something like this rather is going to happen, I think. Especially with these, there are relative equal lows. It's not going to happen. Okay, so it's probably going to be, there's massive liquidity built up here. There's massive liquidity built up here. So it's probably going to be taken like this. This is what I want to see. Again, I'm going to tweet about it when I see this. On 𝗠𝗠, this is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. And rather 2.8-ish, that would be incredible. But I'm not sure it's happening. We have to see. But 𝗠𝗠 is bringing all the stuff that you actually need. We have Jupiter, massive developments on Jupiter. They are literally at the point where Binance was in 2019. If you don't know where it is, Binance went like skyrocketed from there. I remember that you could buy BNB tokens to spend on fees, and I bought like thousands of them. It was $1 a piece, and I bought thousands of them, and I spent thousands of them on fees, and then the token went to $700, which is absolutely revolting. So I will not fade Jup. I do think Jupiter is a great buy. I am in a position. I tweeted about the position. I'm managing that position. I added to it. This is what I tweeted and I told you about, and if you have followed me on X and you turned on notifications, then you know what it is. I said that we are going to bounce here, but if not, then potentially we come down. I don't think Jupiter is coming back. Whatever, if we have luck and we do see the market dropping as I predicted it will, I would like to see a retrace to the $1, maybe 90-cent region. If that happens, I'm heavy bidding Jupiter. I think it's extremely undervalued, as this post outline shows it here as well, that it has the great early traction, very good community vibes, great growth trajectory. They are buying back a massive. They have about 56 million in fees, and they burn 50% on that. I do think Jupiter is a runner this cycle, but in the next maybe next 2 months. Solana, Obviously, the name of the game is still Solana. So $650 million have been bridged to Solana, which is insane. It's like people leaving other chains to go onto Solana. $650 million only last week. Solana chart looks okay as well. Let me look at the potential trade setup there. Yeah, so I'm happy to see this. I'm happy to see this because Solana came back onto here. So I drafted is going to, thank you. I drafted is going to come back to the 50 level, and it did. Now I need to see either two things. One, I shouldn't see, again, elevator down, stairs up, not good. It's going to have another elevator down, not even a question. I see more and more I see this, the market is going to fall. But I do want to see a flush out here, something like this, a higher high, and then a potential move from there. Either this, or if we do not see a high, so this is my range now. We came back 50% here, so if you pull this, you know we came back 50%. Either now we have a flush and then higher high and move on, or we just keep creating these lower lows and then come all the way back where we really should on the daily chart, which is down here potentially. I don't think it's happening, by the way. Like I don't think it's happening. Hold on a second. Did it come back? Is this? No, Sol looks actually incredible here. Hold on a second. Sol actually does look incredible. Yeah, we just need to see a higher high. That's it. Yeah, we need to see a higher high. If we see an hourly higher high, which is currently sitting at 257, I'm going to have a bid. Have a bid, but I don't think that is going to happen. I don't think we're going to go like this. I rather think that we're going to see a low. Once we see that, we're going to see a high, and that's the place to have a bid. Sol, not yet. Not yet. A little bit more. What is insane about Sol, just an add-on here, is that Pump.fun, you know, you can launch memes, has generated $15 million in fees in 24 hours. That's wild. Like everybody's calling for AI agents, memes, and that. And look at this, it's crazy. I mean, AI agents obviously here to stay, but the fact that this platform generated $15 million in fees. It's crazy. Since its launch, users have processed 4.16 billion in transactions, created 6.7 million tokens, and paid 2.5 million Sol in fees, with unique addresses now reaching 11.6 million. Anyway, what I wanted to tell you, that there is a project that I bought. It's called FOMO. And they do something like Pump.fun for AI agents. You can literally launch your AI agents in 2 seconds. They are partners on the channel, but I'm invested in the token as well. You can pick out what voice you want. You can scroll over here, and just as on Pump.fun, you connect your Solana wallet, and in 2 clicks, you're able to. You can connect Bybit wallet. That's kind of awesome here. You can connect your Tom wallet as well. Okay, so you can go into advanced settings, and you can write a bunch of stuff. So for example, you can write how to reply, answer style, personality, behavior, what's the goal of the AIs, what's the mission. And then you can go into Marketplace and you can see all the AI agents. You have analytics coming. This is a new project, but I do recommend you check them out. Again, I'm holding the token and they are partners on the channel. There's a link in the description. Make sure to check them out. I do think this can be really cool. FOMO. I am going to launch an AI agent on it very soon as well, just to see how it goes. Do not buy it. Obviously, I'm not even gonna tell them that I'm launching. I'm just gonna launch one and see how it goes. Now, Trump. We have to talk about Trump token. And the reason we have to talk about Trump token is because it's at a perfect level. Let me see here. So Trump, I mean, I've drafted this and I said that we're coming down to this region, right? And I said this is the place to actually see this. Now, if we would see a recovery here, we don't have a close below. That's kind of a problem. But I want to see a close above this level here, which is the 32 billion mark or the $32 mark, depending on how you look at it. If we would see this is the decision point. If we can see that, that would be very, 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 very good. Like if we see a recovery here, I would add a little bit in on the position here around the $32, $34, $35 mark, and then wait for a 50% flush. What can happen is that Trump starts pumping, and then when the flush comes, we flush it out down here at 28, and it's a buy. I want to see the confirmation on the market, but there is no reason why you should not buy Trump and why this thing should not go back to all-time highs at 90 mil. I'll tell you why. There's a fantastic post here, okay? And it says, Andrew King says that the thesis for Trump is simple: meme coins trade on attention. And then the post continues and says, did Matt Fury, the creator or the creator of the original Pepe meme, not the meme, but the actual story Pepe, what is the name? What friends? Anyway, so did he ever talk about Fefe for it to hit 5 billion in market cap? No, there are some means so powerful they just already have worldwide recognition and belief, and Trump has the biggest cult of followers of almost any cult in the world already. The name Trump is mentioned thousands of times across the global media every single day. You don't think media and chat groups around the world will be talking about Trump the next time it pulls a 2x move? Easy, destined for a top 10 coin, whether Trump himself talks about it or not. And I 100% agree with this. Again, I'm waiting for this entry here, but I do believe that this is going to be a golden one. Now, Coach here is saying that Trump through world liberty. I talked to Coach today in the group, and yeah, I strongly disagree because it's not Trump. It's not Trump through world liberty that is buying ETH. It's world liberty that is buying ETH, and Trump has nothing to do with it other than the fact that his sons are running the company. Now, why do I say that? I say that because this misinformation is a problem. Trump is not buying ETH, period. I'm not even sure he knows that the company is buying ETH, to be very honest with you. I'm even less certain that he knows that they are buying ETH because ETH is going to go up, okay? So, but the fact is that World Liberty Finance actually does own and buy a bunch of ETH. Like they are holding $391 million worth of assets, and they are holding about $190 million worth of ETH, which is kind of crazy. Now, whether you think it's Trump himself or just the company that his sons are running, you know, that's up for discussion, and we have to see what really is going to happen. But ETH is definitely at an interesting point. My problem with ETH, and I told you that I'm longing ETH, and I am longing ETH. My problem is the following. First time BTC hit 100,000, ETH is at 4,000. Second time, ETH is at 3.9. Third time, ETH is at 3.7. ETH acts like a stable coin, a proper stable coin. And that is a problem, if you ask me. That is a problem. So what Ben Cowen says here is that depending on what the Fed decision will be and whether there will be quantitative easing or not, monetary easing of the monetary policy and money printing basically, could potentially send ETH, and he posts this chart here, down to, based on his analysis, down here between the 1,500 to 1,600 region. That would be a 50% drop on ETH. Now, I do not think it's happening, but I do think that you should be very cautious on long in ETH. There is only one. I do like this chart, to be very honest with you. I know it sounds rough, but it has broken out of this daily accumulation area. I do think it's great. It comes back 50, builds up liquidity. Next target $4,500 in ETH. I do believe, but we still can get a little bit lower down here to the 2.4 thousand region. There is one chart that matters, and I told you about this. There is one chart that matters, in my honest opinion. And that's the ETH BTC chart, okay? That's literally the only thing that matters. And I always draft this up here, and I say, well, we need to break above, and we never do. And then now we have a close below here as well. But this is the only thing we need. We need a close above the 0.037 on current levels, above there on ETH BTC, to confirm that ETH is going to outperform Bitcoin. If that happens, I'm going to load up on ETH like a mofo. Like, I'm going to take a massive ETH position. That's basically that. Now, there is two bad things to talk about. Before I do that, I wanted to tell you, some people DM me about this. So I got involved. I'm not big on gaming, you know me, but I do think that this is the next 4 to 6 to 8 months is generational wealth making opportunities, okay? And I tweeted this and I said, this game seems insane. Pre-sale ends in 4 hours. There is this opportunity. I'm invested in the project, Astronova. Now, they are absolutely insane when it comes to AI-driven gaming. They have Saudi backing. Well, let me see. They have Saudi backing, and the gameplay looks absolutely insane as well. The website looks insane, but the gameplay looks insane as well. They're gonna be available on PS. They're gonna be available on Xbox, and it's a proper AI Web3 game, personalized experience, whatever. Now they have their pre-sale happening, and the reason why I wanted to let you know, because the terms, in my opinion, are extremely good. It ends in probably like in about 2 hours. It ends about 2 hours. This is the first round of the pre-sale. The next round of the pre-sale will be double the 50% higher. So it will be, this is $0.002 at 20 mil valuation. Next round is 30 mil valuation. They have massive amount of players, Saudi backing. I do think if you want to take a position in gaming, I genuinely think that this is a great opportunity. Otherwise, I wouldn't tell you. Now let's talk about some bad stuff as well very shortly. United States reported first outbreak of highly pathogenic, what is that even? Let me ask this thing here. What a pathogenic H5N9 bird flu in poultry. What does this even mean? Let's boil this down with Grok, because I think it's something relevant for us to talk about here. The World Health Organization for Animal Health is involved in reporting and managing. Okay, so we're not going to leave this. It doesn't even matter. Okay. KuCoin here. KuCoin has pled guilty to U.S. charges, agrees to $300 million settlement. KuCoin has been charged, and all you have to know about it is that they have been charged and pleaded guilty of operating an unlicensed money transmitting business. Now, we've seen what happened with CZ. They are lucky that they got away with $300 million settlement. That's just something you have to know about. I don't think that it kind of threatens the exchange, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on, especially if you do have money on KuCoin. And I think that is it. I think we packed everything all at once, just like it was a very packed show. I don't think there is more today that we need to focus on. Jupiter, Radium, the best. Buy both, but Jupiter. Jupiter is an aggregator. Radium is the DEX. Okay, so Jupiter, you will always get better. Radium is not bad either, because you need Radium. But then you have Orca, you have all the other exchanges as well. Pango, please. Let's go. Let's do some tokens here, because people need it. I know. This hoodie is so hot, bro. I'm sweating here. Holy shit. Did you see what happened to Pango? Holy shoot. Brother. Did I say there was liquidity and this thing is going to dump? Look at this. It's down since yesterday. Did I analyze Pango yesterday? It's down 30% since, bro. I mean, not good. Like, not looking good, bro. First leg. Close above the 2-cent region. Until then, don't even touch it. Do not even touch it. AR, let's go. Same thing. Very clear level in AR. Very clear level in AR. 14. Very, very clear level. 14.7. Do think it's a great short, though. Not now, but I do think it's going to be a great short a little bit higher. Pepe. These coins got destroyed, bro. Destroyed. I mean, I'm so happy that we protected the community, bro. I'm so happy. Like, I'm so happy. Nobody, I don't care who says what. I tweeted and I told you that I'm getting out of the market. 80% of the positions closed. I told you. And I'm so happy. And for those of you who followed and been here, you have saved yourself a lot of money. A lot of maybe even full liquidation. I'm so happy that we did this. I'm so happy. Again, comms lower. We need a higher high. Up here at 15-ish. That's before that, nothing. INJ. Let's get INJ. Yeah, I talked about INJ. I do think there's a possibility of this being taken. Down here. Maybe possibly down to the $14-ish. 14-ish. I think that would be a great idea, great opportunity to enter. I don't think it's, I mean, I'm not sure it's going to drop that much. INJ is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. I told you I'm invested. I love the project. They have massive, massive innovation coming up. I do think this can pull a 3 to 5x easy in this cycle. But again, as I said with everything else, currently you need to wait out and see what the market does. I don't like this liquidity. Also, you have to know about INJ that there's no more unlocks. So everything that you see is what it is. It's all in circulation. There are no unlocks, which is quite cool. They're shifting into AI agents and much more. I do think this is incredible. But you need to see, this is actually a very strong level. So if you see a reversal here, if you would see a, yeah, I mean, this could happen. Yeah, this could actually easily happen. And this is actually more likely to happen. If it takes this out here, 17-ish, shows a market structure shift, it's game. It's game. Anywhere under here, 15-minute market structure shift. Let's go H-bar. Yeah, don't like. Here's it. Look. Very simple. What do I always say? I might even short this bitch. Look. Elevator down, stairs up. Don't like it, not interested. Wait for another leg down. Wait for the shift. Don't do anything now. Link. Let's go. Same thing. Look at this. Like anybody who tells you that we're going to rip from here, I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, not interested. Relatively cool lows. Link is definitely short at these levels. Short term. Long term can be good. Aptos. Fudge. Brother, look at this. I mean, Aptos is coming into a great area. So look, I know one thing about Aptos. Incredible tech, incredible team. I'm invested in the token, so I hold the token for spot as well. Incredible developments, very good partnerships, great funding. I do believe Aptos is here to stay. Dominant layer one. I do think it has a massive gap that is filling in the market. So I'm very bullish on the project for the cycle. Short term as well. If you look at this, this is getting into this OB here after taking all the liquidity. Relative equal lows down here. This is what I've been saying on the other levels as well. This is a very bullish sign here. So the only thing we need to see is we need to see a break above and just simply long it. And I am going to long it. I don't like the short-term market because it's elevator down, stairs up. I do think there's another push here and then a higher high, but that's it. Guys, I hope that you have enjoyed the show. I hope that you got value out of this. If you did, I still see we have 1,000 people watching and only 574 likes. I would really appreciate it. I give my heart and soul to the show. If you appreciate this content, please make sure to check it out and like it and share it with your friends and leave a comment and really just do all that. If you want more of this alpha, I can update you on everything I do on my X profile. You can go down in the description and you will literally see it on the first link. It's here. Follow Fefe on X for daily alpha and constant updates that I cannot do on the show here. So if that sounds good, guys, I truly appreciate you. I will come to you tomorrow as well. You can check out these 2 videos. If you're rewatching, there's a button here that you can click to subscribe. Otherwise, leave a comment there if you have any questions. And come back for the next one tomorrow. I'll see you over at X, and I'll see you tomorrow on the show. Thanks so much for watching. Truly appreciate you. And I believe I'll see you in the next one. Take care.